Dawn arrived without a sound, brushing softly through the room. The curtain swayed with the early breeze, carrying traces of perfume. The world outside was just awakening, while everything felt calm and right. I stayed there watching peacefully, bathed in the first pale light. No grand occasion filled the air, no special day in sight. Just a simple moment shared before the world took flight. You look beautiful in the morning light, with the sunrise resting on your face. The quiet holds a kind of magic nothing else could ever replace. The day begins so gently here, everything feels warm and true. The finest part of waking up is sharing this new day with you. A kettle hummed from the kitchen, the scent of fresh coffee drifted near. The house was wrapped in stillness, the kind we always held dear. You opened your eyes and smiled softly, a look that made my worries cease. And in that small and precious instant, life felt perfectly at peace. The hours ahead could wait a little, there was nowhere else to be. The morning offered quiet treasures hidden in simplicity. You look beautiful in the morning light, with the sunrise resting on your face. The quiet holds a kind of magic nothing else could ever replace. The day begins so gently here, everything feels warm and true. The finest part of waking up is sharing this new day with you. The years may leave their gentle markings, and seasons may come and go, yet some things only grow more precious the longer that we know. Not because they change dramatically, but because they faithfully remain, like finding comfort in a familiar voice after every joy and every rain. You look beautiful in the morning light as another day unfolds, a quiet blessing beside me, worth far more than silver or gold. The simplest moments often become the memories we value most, and this one will stay forever close. Outside, the neighborhood was stirring, peaceful beginning, calm and bright, a scene my heart will always hold. The gentle beauty of waking beside you as the day begins to unfold. Golden morning through the curtains, a quiet glow across the room. The world outside was taking its time, moving to a slower tune. You met me at the corner bakery, with laughter shining in your eyes, and suddenly the whole day opened like a canvas painted bright. No agenda on the calendar, no destination to pursue, just a beautiful day unfolding with me and you. Sunday, sunlight and your smile, turning every hour into gold, making ordinary moments feel like treasures to hold. Every glance carried a little magic, every laugh felt perfectly worthwhile. The day seemed brighter than the sky itself, with Sunday sunlight and your smile. We wandered through familiar places, past flower stands and painted doors, stopping whenever something caught our eye, never counting minutes anymore. A street musician played a melody, children danced without a care, and all around us life was blooming in the warmth of the afternoon air. The shadows moved so gently, the hours drifted by, yet every second felt alive beneath the open sky. Sunday, sunlight and your smile, turning every hour into gold, making ordinary moments feel like treasures to hold. Every glance carried a little magic, every laugh felt perfectly worthwhile. The day seemed brighter than the sky itself, with Sunday sunlight and your smile. Perhaps the finest kind of happiness needs no grand design. It's found in easy conversations and hands fitting into mine. A peaceful rhythm shared together, feeling simple and sincere, the kind that stays long afterward and grows more precious every year. Sunday, sunlight and your smile, a picture framed inside my mind, a collection of little moments, too beautiful to leave behind. And when tomorrow comes calling, I'll carry them mile after mile, the warmth of an unforgettable day and sun. stay with me, like a favorite old refrain, a gentle memory glowing brightly, one I'll revisit after a while. A perfect Sunday wrapped in joy, and the light within your smile. Down Cherry Street in what felt like 1,000 years, the old oak tree was standing tall, just like it did through all those years. Then I saw a familiar smile coming down the other side. For a moment we were children again, with nothing left to hide. Time had taken us different places, different roads and different dreams, but some friendships never fade away, no matter how long it's been. Sunshine on Cherry Street, bringing back the days we knew, running through the summer breeze under skies forever blue. Years may come and years may go, but some memories never leave. Sunshine on Cherry Street, still shining on you and me. We laughed about the old adventures, the bicycles and scraped up knees, the secret fort behind the schoolyard, and climbing way too many trees. The stories felt just like yesterday, though decades had gone by, and every memory we shared put a sparkle in our eyes. The world kept turning all around us, yet somehow nothing changed, because real friends can pick up right where they left off once again. Sunshine on Cherry Street, bringing back the days we knew, running through the summer breeze under skies forever blue. Years may come and years may go, but some memories never leave. Sunshine on Cherry Street, still shining on you and me. We sat upon that old park bench, watching the afternoon roll by, talking about the roads we've traveled, the lows and highs of life. And in that golden hour of laughter, one thing became clear to see: the best parts of who we are today began with memory. Sunshine on Cherry Street, warming every heart it finds, bringing back the simple joys that never really left behind. Though tomorrow waits before us, there's one thing I believe: the sunshine on Cherry Street will always live in me. As the evening painted colors across the quiet town, we promised not to wait so The rain was falling softly down, tracing shadows on the floor. I found your letter by the window, where you left it by the door. Every word was like a whisper from a world we used to know, and every line you wrote between them carried things you couldn't show. I held the paper in my trembling hands, watching yesterday unfold. 1,000 memories fill the silence, like stories never told. This is the last letter by the window, the final goodbye in fading ink, the last piece of us I'm holding on to, standing on the edge of what I think. Though my heart is breaking slowly and the night feels cold and long, the morning light is calling softly, telling me I must move on. The stars were fading from the darkness as the sky began to change. I read your words one final time, though they still felt strange. You spoke of roads you had to follow, dreams you couldn't leave behind, and somewhere in your farewell message you hoped that I would be alright. The tears kept falling without warning, like rivers to the sea. But with every page I turned that morning, a little weight left me. This is the last letter by the window, the final goodbye in fading ink, the last piece of us I'm holding on to, standing on the edge of what I think. Though my heart is breaking slowly and the night feels cold and long, the morning light is calling softly, telling me I must move on. And when the sun broke through the curtains, painting gold across the room, I felt the ache begin to loosen, like flowers waking into bloom. You may be gone from where I'm standing, but your love will always stay, not as a chain that keeps me waiting, but a light that guides my way. This was the last letter by the window, the final goodbye I had to read, the last chapter of a beautiful story, now becoming part of me. Though my heart remembers every moment, I can finally see the dawn. The sun is rising on a new beginning, and somehow I can carry on. The letter rests beside the window, quiet in the morning glow. I close my eyes and smile gently, thanking you before I go. The day begins beyond the silence, the sky is wide and bright above, and with the sunrise comes forgiveness and a different kind of love. skies were glowing ruby red beneath a cloudless afternoon. We filled our baskets way too slowly, lost in a carefree little tune. You brushed a strand of hair behind you, a grin dancing across your face. And suddenly the season felt brighter than any other time or place. The air was sweet with possibility, the day stretched endlessly ahead. Every moment carried wonder, every word left gently said. Strawberries and summer kisses, bright as the sunshine overhead. A season painted full of laughter, with endless roads we hadn't yet tread. Every heartbeat felt like fireworks, every glance a spark of bliss. Life was sweeter than we'd imagined, with strawberries and summer kisses. We rode our bikes along the boardwalk, past carnival lights and ocean spray, collecting memories without noticing how quickly slipped the day. A radio played from a distant porch, children chased shadows in the park, and every little scene around us felt like a painting after dark. The evenings arrived slowly, wrapped in colors warm and gold, the kind of days you'd wish forever, the kind of stories retold. Strawberries and summer kisses, bright as the sunshine overhead. A season painted full of laughter, with endless roads we hadn't yet tread. Every heartbeat felt like fireworks, every glance a spark of bliss. Life was sweeter than we'd imagined, with strawberries and summer kisses. We carved our initials in the sand, then watched the tide erase the lines, knowing some moments aren't forever, yet still beautiful in their time. The beauty wasn't in keeping them, but in living them completely. A handful of golden afternoons that remain with us so deeply. Strawberries and summer kisses, a melody the years can't hide. Whenever warm winds start returning, those memories come alive. The laughter still echoes softly, like a favorite wish come true. A perfect season filled with sunshine, and every moment spent with you. The stars arrived above the shoreline, the day slipped gently from our view. But somewhere in the heart of summer, the magic never really flew. It lingers in the sweetest memories, like a photograph we never miss. Those carefree days of young affection, and strawberries and summer kisses. slowly, the windows glowing soft and low. The evening carried traces of laughter from places we had just left behind. Your hand found mine without a reason as we wandered down the avenue, and somehow every step felt lighter, sharing the night with you. The traffic faded into echoes, the crowds had all but disappeared, leaving only quiet corners and a feeling we held dear. Walking home beneath the city lights, taking our time through the sleeping town. Neon reflections on the pavement while the moon looked gently down. No destination felt important, no need to hurry through the night. We had everything we needed, walking home beneath the city lights. A florist swept the sidewalk clean, a taxi rolled past in the distance. Somewhere a saxophone was playing, a tune wrapped in persistence. We stopped beside a bookstore window, admiring stories on display, finding joy in little moments that usually slip away. The night seemed full of simple wonders hidden in plain sight, things we'd never notice alone, shining quietly tonight. Walking home beneath the city lights, taking our time through the sleeping town. Neon reflections on the pavement while the moon looked gently down. No destination felt important, no need to hurry through the night. We had everything we needed, walking home beneath the city lights. Maybe love is not a grand occasion, nor a headline for the world to see. Maybe it's sharing peaceful evenings and enjoying where you happen to be. A comfortable silence between heartbeats, a smile exchanged without a word, the kind of connection that feels so natural, it never needs to be heard. Walking home beneath the city lights, past quiet windows and empty lanes. The stars above the skyline shimmered like diamonds after rain. The hours slipped by unnoticed, wrapped in comfort and delight. A perfect chapter of an ordinary evening, walking home beneath the city lights. The doorway finally came into view, yet neither of us wished to say goodbye. So we lingered for another moment under the glow of the midnight sky. And even now, I still remember that peaceful scene so bright. Two hearts finding happiness, walking home beneath the city lights. Every evening just past sunset, when the rooftops turned to rose, a melody would float between the buildings from a place I didn't know. I would pause beside my window, listening to each gentle phrase. Something in those distant notes kept drawing me back day after day. I never knew your name back then, only the music in the air. Yet somehow every falling note made it feel like you were there. The song playing from your balcony crossed the twilight effortlessly, carried by the evening breeze. It found its way directly to me. Before we ever spoke a word, before our story could begin, the song playing from your balcony was already pulling me in. One night I looked across the courtyard and saw your silhouette appear. You stood beneath the string of lanterns while that familiar tune drew near. You caught me smiling from a distance. I waved before I could think twice, and in that tiny shared moment, the city felt unexpectedly nice. The days became a little brighter, the nights a little less alone, because the melody I waited for finally had a face of its own. The song playing from your balcony crossed the twilight effortlessly, carried by the evening breeze. It found its way directly to me. Before we ever spoke a word, before our story could begin, the song playing from your balcony was already pulling me in. Soon we shared conversations under stars above the street, trading stories, favorite records, and secrets neither meant to keep. What started as a distant harmony slowly became something true, a rhythm I never expected, leading me straight to you. The song playing from your balcony became the soundtrack of our days, no longer drifting from afar, but living in 1,000 ways. Now every evening when it returns, I still remember where it's been. The song playing from your balcony was where our love began. The lanterns glow above the railings, the night settles softly once again, and some but a memory I'll always hold. The song playing from your balcony, and the story it quietly told. Hidden in the corner of a drawer, beneath old letters and faded dreams, I found a photograph of you and me, smiling brighter than it seems. The edges had begun to yellow, time had left its gentle trace, but nothing could erase the feeling captured in that little space. Years have passed like passing seasons, yet some moments choose to stay, living quietly between the shadows, refusing to fade away. The photograph I couldn't throw away still rests inside my hands tonight, a frozen piece of yesterday, bathed in memory's fading light. Though you're gone and life moved on, there's one thing time can't take from me, the photograph I couldn't throw away, and all the love it used to be. I remember that summer evening, the laughter dancing in the air, the way the sunlight touched your face without a single worry there. Back then forever felt so certain, like something we could always hold, but life has ways of changing stories, turning warm days into old. The picture never tells the ending, it only shows the brightest part, a perfect frame of happiness still hanging in my heart. The photograph I couldn't throw away still rests inside my hands tonight, a frozen piece of yesterday, bathed in memory's fading light. Though you're gone and life moved on, there's one thing time can't take from me, the photograph I couldn't throw away, and all the love it used to be. Sometimes I wonder if you knew how much those moments meant, how even now they visit softly like a message heaven sent, not to bring the pain back with them, nor to make me live before, but to remind me that what we shared was worth remembering for. The photograph I couldn't throw away no longer makes me want to cry. It simply tells a beautiful story of a chapter gone by. Though the always be a part of me. I place it gently back inside the drawer with a quiet smile and grateful eyes. Some memories aren't meant to be forgotten, they're treasures in disguise. And though your face belongs to yesterday, the love remains somehow. The photograph I couldn't throw away still feels beautiful now. Started without a plan, no list to check, no place to race. We met beneath a sky so clear, with easy smiles upon our faces. A neighborhood awakened slowly, shopkeepers sweeping their front doors, and somehow one simple hello became much more. The world kept turning somewhere else. Cars rolled by and church bells chimed, but none of it seemed important on the day we forgot about time. The day we forgot about time, hours vanished like clouds on the breeze. One conversation led to another, carried wherever curiosity pleased. Morning slipped into evening, yet neither of us seemed to mind. We were too busy being together on the day we forgot about time. We wandered through hidden alleyways, discovered gardens tucked away, shared stories beneath striped awnings as sunlight slowly crossed the day. A fountain sang in the town square, while strangers passed us arm in arm. The simplest scenes felt extraordinary, wrapped in their own quiet charm. The shadows lengthened on the cobblestones, the sky began to softly shine. Still we never glanced at a watch on the day we forgot about time. The day we forgot about time, hours vanished like clouds on the breeze. One conversation led to another, carried wherever curiosity pleased. Morning slipped into evening, yet neither of us seemed to mind. We were too busy being together on the day we forgot about time. Perhaps the rarest kind of treasure isn't something you can hold. It's finding someone whose presence makes every minute feel like gold. Not because the clock stops ticking, or because the world stands still, but because every passing moment feels exactly as it will. The day we forgot about time, the sunset painted ribbons overhead, street lamps flickered whispered into life as countless thoughts remained unsaid. Yet nothing felt unfinished, nothing felt left behind. Only a beautiful memory created on the day we forgot about time. The moon climbed high above the rooftops. The stars appeared one by one. We finally noticed how late it was and laughed at what we'd done. Because some days are too wonderful to measure or define, and this one will live forever as the day we forgot about time. The station clock kept moving slowly while I stood beneath the fading light. A suitcase full of unsaid feelings and dreams we couldn't make survive. The track stretched out into the distance like roads we never got to take. I watched the crowd dissolve around me as my heart began to break. There were words I should have spoken, chances I let slip away. Now they're echoes in the silence that still visit me today. When the train left without you, a part of me went too. All the plans we drew together vanished with that view. I stood there holding memories as the whistle filled the sky. When the train left without you, I finally learned how to cry. The seasons changed around the city, but some feelings stayed the same. I found your shadow in familiar places and heard your voice inside the rain. Every corner held a story, every street recalled your name. Yet somehow life kept moving forward, though nothing felt the same. Time can heal a wounded heart, or so they always say. But healing isn't forgetting, it's learning a different way. When the train left without you, a part of me went too. All the plans we drew together vanished with that view. train left without you, I thought my world was gone. But somewhere past the heartbreak, I found the strength to carry on. Memories still travel with me, like passengers of yesterday. When the train left without you, I slowly found my way. Another train arrives this morning, another journey starts.